Sense Truth from Christchurch at 7:45. Plus a complete report of local news, weather, and sports at 7:30. Find inspirational music and more every Sunday morning on 97.9 XFM.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Brian in the Weather Center with the check of the forecast here on 97.9 XFM. Cloudy skies early on tonight, gradually becoming clear, a low down to 23. Wednesday, mostly sunny, looks nice, a high near 43. Winds out of the south-southeast, 5 to 13 miles per hour, gust as high as 20. And Wednesday night, cloudy, a 20% chance of rain after midnight, a low around 36. We've got high school basketball action from the National Trail Conference Tournament in Altamont starting right now here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com.
It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader, 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to night 2 of our action from the 80th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament at Altamont here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. I'm Greg Sepp. Matt Robinson alongside. He's down checking the lineups right now for tonight's action. In fact, as we get to see the top-seeded Dieterich moving Maroons. They're top-seeded for a lot of reasons. One of them is an undefeated record so far this season. So they are the giant, and we'll see whether somebody can be a giant slayer over the course of this week. We have a lot to talk about. Tournament historian Kurt Becker has been busy. He's plied us with information, so we'll have that to share with you in a minute. Right after the Dieterich game against the Beecher City Eagles, by the way, who played their way into tonight's game with a win last night. We'll see two teams playing their first games, the Cowden-Herrick Hornets and the St. Elmo Brownstown Eagles. It's all on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Craig Culver on the one, the only Culver's Bacon Deluxe.
I've often said the only way to make a Butterburger better is by adding bacon.
Well, bacon makes everything better.
Seared Midwest beef topped with crispy, hardwood smoked, center-cut bacon.
That's right, crispy, hardwood smoked, center-cut bacon.
When you see that bacon peeking out the side of the bun, you know you're in for a treat. Welcome to Delicious.
Work boots. Don't
Hardwood.
pitch it, fix it. That's what they say at Morrill Shoes, Boots, and Repair. When you fix the old and buy a new pair, you can break the new in slower, and they last longer. You get it? We thought you would. And hey, they have a great selection of Tony Lama cowboy boots. And same thing. Bring the old in for reconditioning, buy new, and they last longer. Yep, hunting boots, same thing. From boots, bags, and ball gloves. Don't pitch it, fix it. Morrill's Red Wing Shoes, Boots, and Repair, just west of the tracks in downtown Effingham.
This is the Wabash Tire and Auto Repair pregame show. For selection, value, and service, will drive you happy.
Back at Altamont, getting ready for basketball action. Again, it's Dieterich and Beecher City, and then it's Cowden-Herrick and St. Elmo Brownstown. Should have a couple of good ones for you tonight as we get to unwrap the Dieterich moving Maroons for you. In case you haven't been here, in case you haven't seen them this year, you'll owe it to yourselves to see this team. They are 20-0 this season. Coached by Jeff Stacer, 20-0. They had a great season last year, made it to the Super Sectional, and came up short there. And they have redoubled their efforts this year to make sure that that isn't where it stops this season. And 20-0, that's a pretty good testimonial that they have a lot of the parts in place that they need. Current Dieterich squad is chasing the best start in school history during the 73-74 season. Dieterich won its first 25 games before falling in postseason play, and they finished 25-1. That's my senior year in high school, so there was a lot of good basketball around the area then. The last time the top seed lost in the quarterfinals was 1969. That's when unseeded Teutopolis beat number 1 Beecher City. That was right after those two great years that Beecher City had with the Juliuses and Howard Dust and all that crew. Now we'll see what happens here. Dieterich joined the conference in the 2009-2010 school year. Each of the last 3 seasons, Dieterich's finished the tournament in the same spot where it was seeded. Second in 2002. They won it in 2013, and third last season. Beecher City joined the National Trail Conference in the 1942-43 season after being courted because of its athletic facilities, which were the product of increased funds from revenues associated with the oil boom of the year. Yeah, places like Brownstown and St. Elmo and Beecher City, they had the finest facilities back then because of all the oil revenue. Beecher City's gym hosted the NTC tournament from 1944 to 1956, and then it was time to move to Altamont, and it's been here ever since. So that's a little bit of history, give you a little flavor of this tournament and these two teams headed into the action tonight. Matt's waving at me.
Just going back to that stat that you mentioned last year, this team finished at the Super Sectional, and they got third in the NTC. That shows you the strength that the conference had last year, and with St. Anthony and Altamont also in the mix as far as the top teams in the conference. And, of course, Dieterich defeated St. Anthony at sectional play to get to the Super Sectional.
And Kurt Becker has made the point this last couple of days that that's not an infrequent occurrence.
Right.
It happens on a regular basis that we have teams that might not necessarily win the NTC. They end up going a long way in the postseason.
Absolutely. You've seen it time and again, and you've also seen teams that win this thing go on and do some great things as well.
I'm for that. Back with the lineups in a minute. It's Dieterich and Beecher City here at 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Dieterich can help. Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
New Health Chiropractic has recently welcomed Dr. Cody Adams to its staff. He specializes in sports performance and rehab and helping athletes get back to optimum performance following an injury or accident. If you have a nagging injury or just questions about how to be healthier and stronger, phone 342-3384 or visit effinghamchiropractic.net. Dr. Adams and the staff at New Health Chiropractic are here to help keep your student athlete performing at their highest potential.
2015 is off to a fast start here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham with great deals on America's best sellers. Need a sport utility vehicle? At Dan Heck's you can choose from 11 different models. Whether you want room for 5 and 30 miles per gallon or room for 9 with unbeatable towing power, we have the sport utility vehicle for you. Stop in for a test drive and save the most where we sell the most. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
Nice rendition of our national anthem from the Altamont Community High School Choir. And now we're ready for basketball, and let's get you the starting lineups for tonight's game. Jason Earhart's Beecher City Eagles are 3-13. They had an exciting win last night over Windsor in the opening game of the tournament, 53-50. Our hope, Matt, is that they'll all be that close and exciting as the games were last night. Again, Beecher City now 3-13. They're the visitors tonight. Austin Rexroad will get a start for Beecher City. He's a 6'4 junior. He had 20 points last night. They were hard-earned points. Jackson Bales had a good night, got 8 points all in the first half. He's a 5'11 senior. Daniel Harder had 10 points and a bundle of rebounds and a couple of blocks. He's a 6'5 junior. Austin Stefanski had an impressive night last night, had 11 points and 13 rebounds, was it, Matt?
I believe it was 11 and 12, but I could have been off by one as well.
Man.
He grabbed so many of them, it was hard to keep track sometimes.
He's a 6-foot junior, and Jake Wills, the other starter, a 5'7 junior, he had 2 points. So Rexroad, Bales, Harder, Stefanski, and Wills, the starters for the Beecher City Eagles. For the Dieterich Moving Maroons, Jeff Stacer's crew, again, the number 1 seed in the tournament. They're number 2 in the state in Class 1A basketball. They are 20-0 on the season. Alex Bonoff will start at the point. He's a 6'2 senior. He'll be joined by Lance Niemerg, who is a 6-foot junior. Big Travis Niemerg in the middle. He's a 6'6 junior. He's joined by the other one of the two towers, Devin Aharon. He is a 6'6 senior. And Nick Feldick, a 6'1 junior. Lots of size for this Dieterich ball club, and they know how to use it. But I tell you what, this Beecher City club's pretty scrappy little bunch.
Well, I tell you what, and I believe you probably mentioned it already, but Beecher City did play Dieterich very well earlier in the season. You never know how that's going to carry over at this point in the year, but if nothing else, that could possibly give Beecher City some confidence coming into this game against the undefeated Moving Maroons. But let's face it, Dieterich has the talent, they have the ability, and if they play their game, they're going to be difficult to meet by anybody on any given night.
We mentioned that the first game final last night saw Beecher City win over Windsor 53-50. That was literally anybody's ball game. Windsor had an 8-point lead at one point before the Eagles came back to win it by 3. The nightcap was a dandy, too, as Neoga, the 10 seed, got a win over Stewart's and Strasburg, 51-45. So 3-pointer and a 6-pointer last night, and they both were as close or closer than that most throughout the ball game. So that promises a lot of excitement. I think the game coming up after this one between SEB and Cowden-Harry could be a lot of fun, too. Almost always a good game in the 4 and 5 play.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's just the nature of the beast, and both of those teams are fighting so hard to get into that semifinal round and take their chances most likely against the top seed. But we just have to see how things play out tonight.
We'll remind you again, we're going to have live audio and video streaming over the course of the evening on 97.9xfm.com. Wayne's working hard to make sure it's at its technical excellence, and he's given me the thumbs up, so we're good to go. So I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Kevin Grigg, Stan Burchard, and let's see, there, Mark Garrison. There you go. That's our other official tonight. So they'll be calling the fouls and goods over the course of the evening tonight. Ready to jump it up at center court. Stan Burchard gets him set around the circle. The tip's controlled by Dieterich eventually, and here we go. That almost went out of bounds. Went so far in the backcourt. So the Maroons get the ball first trip. Beecher City sets up in a 2-3 zone defensively, and let's see how the Maroons attack it. They attack it with a 3. It's in and out, no good. In the person of Nick Feldick. Rebound down to the other 24. Grabbed by Austin Rexroad for Beecher City. That's how this one gets started. They get it to Bales, and he gets it across the half line for the Eagles. Left side to Rexroad. Again, he had 20 last night for Beecher City. They reverse it to Bales. Looking underneath. Not a lot of room in there with the Twin Towers in there for Dieterich. So they send it left side now. Stefanski, again, had a double-double last night. Inside to Bales. He moves to the lane. Shot up off the mark. I don't know if anybody affected it or not. Devin Aharon got the rebound for Dieterich. Quickly down court, Feldick. In the corner to Bonoff. He goes to Aharon. Turned around, shot for 2. Off the mark. Rebound comes back to Aharon. He puts this one up, no good. Travis Niemerg puts this one up, no good. And now a rebound by Rexroad for Beecher City. So 2 for Aharon and 1 for Niemerg. And eventually, Beecher City comes away with the ball. So 0-0 with 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. Rexroad with it left side. Drives to the free throw line. Tried to get it into somebody, I guess, maybe over to Stefanski, but it's knocked away and stolen by Dieterich. First turnover on Beecher City. Shot up in the lane. No good for Dieterich. Out of bounds off the Maroons. It'll be Beecher City basketball.
Well, Dietrich definitely had some looks from in close, and then their one look from 3 was also a pretty good look. They just haven't connected yet. All the shots have come up short, just not quite getting them to where they need to be. And then picking up the foul was Bonoff, his first and the first in the game.
2-1-2 zone now employed by Dieterich this trip. So both teams are in a little zone action working here. Stefanski has it on the wing. Now top now to Bales. Jackson on the dribble. Left side to Rexroad. He brings it cross court to Stefanski. Thought about a 3, which he didn't do much of last night. Bales tried to make a pass, and he got it stripped. And now there's contact. And let's see who this is on. Probably Harder's my guess.
I think so. The ball kind of popped free, and everybody was going for it. And Daniel picks up the personal as he was trying to get it back for Beecher City, his first and the team's first.
And a turnover on the Eagles, so let's see what happens here. That's their second turnover. Bonoff with the ball for Dieterich. Comes baseline, or Lance Niemerg, rather. Out to Bonoff now. He puts up a three. No good. Rebound. Rexroad again for Beecher City.
Already his third board.
He's long and lanky, boy. It gets in his neighborhood. He can pluck it for you. Harder at the free throw line, back to the basket. They get it to Wills, and now baseline. Saved nicely by Rexroad to Stefanski. Back out to Wills. Now to Harder in the lane. He can't shoot. Over to Rexroad for three. It's short. And taken out of there by Travis Niemerg for Dieterich. They get it off to Bonoff, and Dieterich wants to move as they can into Heron, and he lays that up and in. I tell you what, for having big kids, they can get the ball down the floor and hurt.
Their big boys are athletic. They can run, and that's such an advantage for a high school team or any team to have a big kid that can run the court.
So Dieterich takes a 2-0 lead. They've pounded the ball inside for that basket. Harder in the lane, needs help. Gets it over to Wills. Jake back to Harder, through three, put it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Lance Niemerg for Dieterich. That's a good move by Harder. Shot just wouldn't go. Feldick, cross court to Niemerg. Lance Niemerg, he goes baseline. In the lane to Travis Niemerg. He puts it up and in. So feed the Twin Towers. It's 4-0 Dieterich.
Seems like Dieterich might be settling in a little bit here. Their last two shots have gone in, and they've just kind of moved it inside and started to take advantage of that height.
I think they have to prove themselves every time out.
Yeah.
Every time out. We're 20-0, and everybody's gunning for us, and we've got to make sure everybody understands why we're 20-0. And sometimes you put a little too much pressure on yourselves. Rexroad with the ball. In the corner to Stefanski. Bounce pass back out to Rexroad. They swing it left side to Bales. He hangs on to the ball, now puts it on the floor and brings it out top. Right side, Stefanski. There's a cutter. Rexroad, he puts a pass away and ends up in the hands of Nick Feldick for Dieterich. He goes to the hole. Shot knocked away. Bales on the foul. He got a little bit of Nick Feldick when he went up to block the shot. So Feldick heads the line here to shoot a couple for the Maroons.
Hard for me to be too critical of a player in that situation, but I think if Bales would have just stood his ground, he might have been able to draw a charge. It looked like Feldick was headed to the rim no matter what, kind of had that feel about the play, but easy for me to say up here, that's for certain.
Feldick misses the first foul shot. Couple of changes here for the Eagles. Will sits down, and Harder sits down. They bring in to the fray Weston Giles, the 5'10 junior, and also checking in is Austin Shelton, who's a 5'10 senior. They both played a lot last night. This foul shot also no good, so Feldick missed them both. Stefanski the rebound for Beecher City. We're halfway through the first quarter, and it's 4-0 Dieterich. They get it out top. Bales, left side on to Rexroad. Back out to Bales. Working against this zone. And, boy, Dietrich's got it spread, too. So
well, and they can afford to do that because they're so long everywhere.
And a pass inside, stolen away by Bonoff. He's coming coast to coast. Off the glass, good. Bonoff gets his first 2 points. It's 6-0 Dieterich. And Earhart thought maybe there was a foul in there somewhere. Jason registers a complaint as one of the officials goes by. Bales drives through two, out to Rexroad, loads it up for three, and he got it. So Beecher City's on the scoreboard now. Austin Rexroad hits the three and cuts that deficit in half. It's 6-3. Quickly Bonoff for Dieterich. Free throw line to Lance Niemerg. Cross court, Feldick. Down low to Travis Niemerg on the baseline. Decides to go to the basket. Now he's double teamed. So back out to Feldick. Thought about a shot from the corner. Instead off to Bonoff. Inside Travis Niemerg. Caught it about his knee. Puts up a reverse layup and got it to go. That was pretty.
Yes, it was. He went on the baseline, and I thought, well, he's not nowhere to go, but he still was able to show that length and get to the reverse side and lay it up and in.
Dietrich's back up 5. It's 8-3. 2:40 to go. Opening quarter. We're at the NTC tournament at Altamont. Remember, you can hear all 14 games this week right here on 97.9 XFM. Stefanski loads up and hits for three for Beecher City. So the three balls keeping the Eagles close. That makes it 8-6. Lance Niemerg for Dieterich. Out to Bonoff. He thought about a three. Drives in for a two. Now out top to Feldick, who does shoot the three ball, and he got it.
Wow. And that was a shot off of a tough catch because that pass came in a little low, and it short-hopped him like it would a second baseman, but he fielded it and drained the three.
Feldick gets the three. They have 11 points, and 4 different kids have scored already for Dieterich, and now Beecher City lost the handle. Rexroad came to the basket, and the ball went to the corner, and that's a turnover. That's 5 already on the Eagles.
Yeah, and, the Eagles almost have to look at this like we're down 5, and we've committed 5 turnovers already. They're hanging in the game if they could just take a little bit better care of the ball. But again, with Dietrich's length on defense, that's so difficult.
Harder's back. Stefanski's down for Beecher City. Lance Niemerg shoots for two, and he hits. All 5 Dieterich starters have scored already, and it's 13-6 Maroons. They lead it by 7. That's their biggest lead so far. Forcing it inside Beecher City, and the pass is knocked away and stolen by the Maroons. Bonoff down the lane, puts it up off balance, shot won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Austin Shelton for Beecher City. Off to Bales, and he's across the half line. Pass the right side to Giles, inside Harder. Nice cut to the basket, Rexroth, but the shot's too strong. Rebound out of bounds. They say Dieterich touched it last. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Well, that was a nice move and a nice little pass and give and go there. And Beecher City really needs to capitalize on those opportunities.
Heron sits down, and Mellendorf's in for the first time for Dieterich. Marshall Mellendorf, and Beecher City made a change as well. Bales a baseline jumper, too strong. Mellendorf quickly in the ball game, gets the rebound. Down court come the Maroons. Out top, Bonoff. Works right side of the lane, gets it to Travis Niemerg. Shot from the free throw line's good. Travis Niemerg has 6 already. And all of a sudden, the Maroons are up 9 here, 15-6. Timeout, Beecher City. Minute 3 to go. First quarter, back in 30 at the NTC tournament at Altamont. It's Dieterich 15, Beecher City 6 here on 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Ride Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Ride's Furniture and Flooring in Dieterich can help. Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Jason Earhart thought it was time to call time. Minute to go here in the quarter. He's down 9, but his team has usually scored when they've been able to get a shot.
Yeah,
turnover's been a big problem.
Of course, they've only knocked down 2 shots in the ball game, but they've turned it over again.
Wills tried to force it inside, stolen by Bonoff. He got fouled on the way up. Shot came off, no good, but Alex Bonoff will go to the line here, shoot 2 times for Dieterich.
And that's the problem with Dieterich. Playing against them is just that length and quickness. They can all move. They all know their roles, and they do it so well. Foul was picked up by Lance Arnold just into the ball game before that timeout. He has his first, and that's Beecher's third.
Foul shot by Bonoff, no good. Dietrich's having a little trouble getting the lid off from the line. Lance Niemerg sits down now for Dieterich, and Clayton Campton checks in. He's a 5'11 senior. And Noah Harmon checks in for Dieterich. As if they need more height, he's a 6'7 junior, replacing the 6'6 junior Travis Niemerg. This foul shot good. Bonoff a miss and a make. He has 3. Leads up to 10 now for Dieterich, 16-6.
I'd say that's a luxury for a coach to have, wouldn't you?
No kidding. 6'7 off the bench. Arnold tries to force it inside. Dieterich steals it again. They keep trying to put it in there against this zone, and Dieterich keeps snatching it away. But now a pass inside, stolen back by Shelton for Beecher City. That's first turnover on Dieterich in the quarter. They get it on the side, trying to force it in, and another steal. That bounce pass stolen by Bonoff, and he takes it to the hole and puts it up and in. Alex Bonoff has 5. It's 18-6. And Beecher City just keeps bouncing that ball in the middle, and Dieterich keeps snatching it and turning it into a basket on the other end. Down to 11 seconds here in the first quarter. See if Wills can get a little something going. No, it's stolen again by Dieterich. Bonoff, little head and shoulders fake. Shots blocked, but so was Bonoff. Foul here on Weston Giles for Beecher City.
Weston picks up his first. That's the team's 4th. But you're taught offensively to get the ball in the middle of a zone and then either attack or kick it out to your shooters. But the problem is you can't see to get the ball in because Dieterich is just double-teaming and putting so much pressure on the ball. And then the weak side help defense is there to snag the pass, even if you get one away.
You can't ever kick it back because it never got to you in the first place. That's the problem. Bonoff makes the first foul shot. Alex was 6 now. Second one, and an out, no good. Harder the rebound. He got fouled by Harmon. So Harder got the rebound. Harmon committed the foul here for Dieterich.
Dietrich second. Harmon's first.
Beecher's got 3.4 seconds to get at the length of the floor before the first quarter ends. Bales to midcourt, loads it up for 3. Right side of the rim, no good. We've played a quarter. Dieterich, the number 1 seed, showing why. After one at the Altamont National Trail Conference Tournament, Dieterich 19, Beecher City 6 here on 97.9 XFM.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Ready for the second quarter here in the first of two from the NTC tournament at Altamont. Dieterich in front of Beecher City 19-6. And boy, the Eagles just have to hang on to the basketball, get themselves a shot here. Weston Giles left side, cross court to Shelton. He goes baseline. He can't shoot. Feeds it inside to Harder. He powers up. Shots blocked by a Heron. Rebound is slapped off Travis Niemerg off Shelton. And Dieterich's going to get possession. Boy, they are big.
Oh, and they're quick for their size.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other difficult thing to manage.
Bonoff gets it across the half line. There's a cutter. Lance Niemerg, reverse layup, no good, and he was getting shoved. Lance Arnold's going to get this foul. Lance fouled Lance.
Yep, and it's Lance's second foul. Lance Arnold's, that is. And it's Beecher City's fifth as a team, and Beecher tried to switch up the defense a little bit, and Dieterich had an answer for that right away.
Lance Niemerg at the line for the Maroons, puts it up and back of the rim, no good. Two changes for Beecher. Stefanski comes back in, and so does Rexroad. They sit down Lance Arnold and Austin Shelton.
Well, Dieterich is struggling at the line. You think they don't like looking at us?
Lance Niemerg's second one good. He says, take that. He has three, 20-6. Dieterich pulling away. Beecher City has 2 3-pointers. That's the extent of their offense so far in this one. We're half a minute into the second quarter. There's a ball knocked away, but regained by Beecher City. Rexroad in the corner to Stefanski, out to Bales. Now to Harder, back to the basket at the free throw line. Out front, Giles for three, no good. Travis Niemerg the rebound for Dieterich. Off to Bonoff, and you know what that means. Here they come. Corner to Cody Gephardt, who sneaked in to start the second quarter. Shot no good. Travis Niemerg puts it back up and in. And a good job of taking his time there. He knew he had time. He knew he's the biggest duck in the puddle, and he just took his time, put that back up and in. 8 for Travis Niemerg already, and now the lead is 22-6.
He's 4 for 4 from the floor.
Bales with the ball for Beecher City on the left wing. Bounce pass in the corner, Stefanski back to Bales. They reverse it now to Giles. He's in trouble. Gets it over to Bales. Thought about a three, then pulled it back. Corner, Stefanski does try a three, and he got it. Austin Stefanski hits his second three-pointer of the night, and it's 22-9. That stops a long run for Dieterich. In the other end, Devin Aheron puts it off the glass and in for Dieterich. He has 4, and it's 24-9.
Boy, they push the ball so well, create opportunities for each other. This is a fun team to watch.
1 turnover, did you tell me?
So far for Dieterich.
Goodness sakes. Harder inside. Off the glass. Shot too strong. Rebound to Heron for Dieterich. Gets it off to Gephardt. Cody gets it across the half side. Left it with Bonoff. Baseline. Travis Niemerg for 2. It's off the mark. Rebound Weston Giles for Beecher City. He gets it across the half-court stripe. Off to Bales. Bales works it left side, brings it back out top. Bounce pass to Giles. In the lane to Harder. They go down low to Rexroad and never got to him. Good job by Lance Niemerg for Dieterich. He got the steal. To Bonoff. In the lane, Aheron puts it up and in. Devin Aheron with 6, and it's 26-9.
Bonoff left out with Aheron, and he was at the free throw line and took his 2 steps for the layup, and he was right at the rim.
Now Bales went to the baseline, and nobody grabbed it. There were 2 kids there, and neither one of them grabbed it. Jason Earhart said, let's chat. Timeout Beecher City. 5:25 to go, second quarter. Here at the NTC tournament, it's Dieterich 26, Beecher City 9, here on 97.9 XFM.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Live in Effingham, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Beecher City called the time. They're down 28 to 9 as Devin Heron shoots and scores from about the free throw line. Boy, Dieterich is just playing some of their best basketball right now. 28 to 9 for this team that's 20-0 this season. Giles for 2, short for Beecher City. Rebound put up too long by Stefanski. This rebound, Bonoff for Dieterich. Down court to Travis Niemer. Nice catch to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Comes back to the hole, got it stripped. And they say all ball. And Giles the rebound for Beecher City. Wow, that was Richter scale, but all ball, they say. So now Bales has it out top for Beecher City. Left wing to Giles, corner to Stefanski. Needing help, tries to get it in, and does finally to Shelton. Now over to Rexroad. It's loose, and it's out of bounds, and they say Dieterich touched it last. It'll stay with the Eagles. 28 to 9, Dietrich's in front. I never even had time to give you to let you give us the first quarter stats.
Well,
we'll try that here in a second.
The score reflects them.
There you go. Bales gets the ball in bounds now for Beecher City. 28 to 9, Dieterich. 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Rexroad goes baseline through several people, puts it up short, got his own rebound. It's blocked by a Heron. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Beecher City. But to tell you what, you got to just keep putting it back up when that happens.
The problem is, though, Beecher City's 0 for 9 from two-point range, and that's because there's always a hand in their face. A lot of the shots have been blocked down.
Bales turnaround shot for 2. No good. Travis Niemerg the rebound for Dieterich. Yeah, they've got 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Feldick inside of Heron. Hooks it up and got it. Devin Heron with 10. It's 30 to 9.
He missed his first 2 shots. Since then, 5 for 5 for a Heron.
And Jeff Stacer's going to bring in some guests here. Next dead ball. 3 changes waiting for Dieterich. Bales has it out top to Shelton. Ball's kicked, and it'll stay with Beecher City. And here come the changes. Clayton Campton's back. So's Marshall Mellendorf. So's Noah Harmon. Heron sits down. Travis Niemerg sits down. And Bonoff sits down. Harder's back for Beecher City. And Wills is back for Beecher City. And down go a couple of the Eagles. Giles sits down, and so does Stefanski. So 5 changes on that one trip.
That's good.
Beecher City has it.
For you.
Way cross court to Bales for Beecher City. 3 threes. That's what they have so far in the game. And now Campton picks Bales' pocket. So they bring in replacements, and they get steals. 3 turnovers on Beecher City. Feldick right side. Out top, Campton, and now to Lance Niemerg. To Harmon, to Campton, who loads it up for 3. It's too long. Rebound, Mellendorf, though. Powers, nope, gave the pass to Campton. He got shoved very hard, and his shot wouldn't go, but he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair here.
Good offensive rebound by Marshall Mellendorf. Of course, his mother, an Altamont native, went to school here, and now she finds herself and her kids over in Dieterich.
Queenie, as I call her.
Yeah.
Foul shot by Campton, good. Clayton's first point. That makes it 31 to 9. Dieterich had 19 in the first quarter, 12 so far here in this second period. Campton's second foul shot right in the heart. It's like a coach's kid ought to make them. He has 2, and it's 32 to 9. Of course, his dad, Darren's the athletic director at Dieterich. Bales walks it across the half line here. Eagles need a bucket in the worst way. Bales patient out front here. And I tried to pass, and Dieterich reacted immediately. So he gets it off to Wills. Right side, Rexroad open on a 3. Too long. Rebound loose. Harder picks it up and puts it in, and there's the first 2-point basket of the game for Beecher City, and it's 32-11. And just like that, they blow it down the court, and Dieterich gets a layup in the person of Marshall Mellendorf. So they get those 2 points back in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's so frustrating for Beecher City. They have to work and work and work for their points, and then Dieterich blasts it up the court and gets them right back.
34-11, Dieterich. 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Rexroad right side for Beecher City goes baseline shot for 2. No good. Rebound Mellendorf. He's off to the races. Corrals the dribble. Puts it up and in. Nice adjustment while he's rolling down the floor. Mellendorf was ahead of everybody, and the dribble started to get away, and he had the presence of mind to regroup and get the layup to go. So his second basket, and it's 36-11. 25-point lead here for Dieterich. Inside Harder in the lane, working hard, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, who finally comes to Shelton. He puts it up, and it's good. Austin Shelton with the putback makes it 36-13. So Beecher scored a couple of times here lately. Mellendorf in the lane, nice pass to Harmon. Couldn't get it up over his head in time to avoid the foul, but he was in the act of shooting, so Harmon will shoot 2 here.
Well, that really was a pretty interior pass there for Dieterich to find Harmon, who did a good job of cutting to the lane and having his hands ready for the catch.
Harmon's first foul shot, back of the rim, no good. Holy cow.
That foul, by the way, was on Jackson Bales, and I'm guessing he's going to check out here, Greg.
Yeah, got a line change here for Beecher City. Weston Giles, Lance Arnold, Andrew Moeller's in for the first time tonight, the 5'11 junior. Stefanski's back, and Brendan Kemmy's in for the first time, the 5'11 senior. Meanwhile, Dieterich makes some changes, and they've got Cody Gephardt back in. Harmon's second shot, no good. Missed them both. Rebound grabbed by Stefanski for Beecher City. 36-13 right now. Dieterich way in front, and here's a foul. Lance Arnold got fouled, I think, by Mellendorf, but it could have been Gephardt. It's Gephardt.
Cody picks up his first foul. That's only Dietrich's third foul. With all the defensive intensity, pressure, and steals, and they've only picked up 3 personal.
I have not mentioned Travis Elmore checked in for Dieterich, the 5'11 senior. Weston Giles head of the key, 3, and he got it. So Weston Giles cashes in. That's been Beecher City's best friend, is the three-pointer. That makes it 36-16, so they were down 25, and now it's 20. Minute to go before halftime. Gephardt gets it to Elmore. Back cross court. Elmore double team now, needing help, and it's knocked away. Good work by Giles and Arnold. They get the steal, and then a down court pass is grabbed back by Marshall Mellendorf for Dieterich. What a nice effort defensively. Campton out top. They get it to Elmore, and they got him off his footing, and Brendan Kemme was trying to block the pass that never was made, and he ended up landing on him.
Landed on him for his first foul. It's the team's 8th, so 1-1 is on the way.
36-16 Dieterich. They're quickly showing why they're the top seed in the tournament. Foul shot by Elmore, good. He says, I can make a foul shot. Put me there.
That's really the only thing you can be critical of Dieterich on in this game is the free throw shooting, but he says, that's no problem for me.
He says, give me the rock. Second one's up and good. Senior puts them both down.
That's right.
And it's 38-16. And Beecher City throws it away. Down court pass a little strong, and the Eagles turn it over. 5 this quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget we have a St. Elmo Brownstown and Cowden Herrick coming up in the nightcap here. That should be a good close one. 4 and 5 doing battle. Winners tonight will play Thursday night. Losers tonight will play Thursday night. That's how it works. Gephardt goes baseline. He's double teamed. Out to Elmore, who loads it up for 3. No good. Rebound Campton. Clayton hits the deck. It's scrimmed for, and Moeller comes out of there with it for Beecher City. Off to Lance Arnold. Down court, they get it to Kemme. Now to Weston Giles, who put a runner up at the buzzer. No good. Elmore did get a rebound for Dieterich, just for the record. He did get the rebound before the buzzer.
I don't want to short him a stat.
There you go. We're at halftime of our first of 2 here tonight at the NTC tournament. And at the half, it's top-seeded Dieterich 38, Beecher City 16. Halftime show on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 30 years. Russ Broniker Cadillac, Buick, and GMC, located on South Route 45 in Effingham, proud supporters of our local and area high school sports teams.
Morrill Shoes, Boots, and Repairs, your Tony Alman Red Wing dealer, congratulates all the teams and wishes them the best. Stop by and see Morrill's today. Martin's IGA Plus has everything you'll need to make a great meal, from certified Angus beef, fresh fruits and vegetables, and mouth-watering bakery items. Check us out at martinsiga.com.
Culver's of Effingham supports all local athletes. Stop in uniform after the games at the NTC tournament for a free One Scoop Sundae.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Culver's of Effingham supports all local athletes.
Working and playing thanks to our skilled physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers who team up to develop a customized treatment plan for you. We continue our commitment of providing the latest in sports medicine, rehabilitation, and occupational health. We also offer diagnostics, surgery, and urgent care. Celebrating 25 years, Benuti Clinic, 217-342-3400, or visit our website at benuticlinic.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
Well, we're back at Altamont. World's most dangerous band, the Altamont High School Band, performing on stage. And not only are they playing, but they have choreography. Some of the brass and some of the percussion folks are up front. Look at this little move here. There you go. They got it down. Not only playing, but they got the moves too. They're doing a heck of a job here. So at the half here at Altamont, it's 38-16. Dieterich leading Beecher City by 22 here at halftime. They've been up by as many as 25 points. Dieterich was up 19-6 after the first quarter. Outscored them 19-10 in the second quarter and lead it by 22 here at the break, 38-16. Here's a look at scoring at halftime. For Beecher City, Austin Rexroad has 3 points. He had a 3 early, and that's all he's been able to muster. And he had 20 last night. Jackson Bales is yet to score. Daniel Harder has 2. Austin Stefanski has hit 2 threes for his 6 points, so he leads the Eagles. Jake Wills is yet to score. Weston Giles hit a 3-pointer. Brendan Kemme played but is yet to score. Austin Shelton has 2. Lance Arnold and Andrew Moeller both played, but they are yet to score as well. Beecher City's quarters 6 and 10 for their 16 points here at halftime. For Dieterich, Alex Bonoff has 6 points. Lance Niemerg has 3. Travis Niemerg has 8. Devin Aheron has 10. And he only played about half the first half. Nick Feldick hit a 3-pointer. Cody Gephardt's yet to score. Marshall Mellendorf has 4 points. Noah Harmon's yet to score. Clayton Campton has 2. Travis Elmore has 2. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 kids who played for Dieterich already. Maroons got 19 each quarter for 38 points here at halftime. So at the break, Dieterich 38, Beecher City 16. We're going to take a 90-second break, and then Matt Robinson will give you all the stats you need here on 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Dieterich can help. Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
All right, we're back at Altamont. Halftime score, Dieterich 38, Beecher City 16, and the man with the stats, Mr. Matz.
Well, thank you very much, Greg. Taking a look at the numbers first for the, not victorious yet, leading at halftime, that is. Dieterich Moving Maroons, 15 out of 27 from the field at 56%. They are 7 of 14 at the free throw line. I'm sure they'd like to see that improve, just shooting at 50% there. And 1 of 5 from three-point range at 20%. Beecher City is 6 of 22 from the field, 27%. They are 4 of 8 from three-point range at 50%, and they have not attempted a free throw yet in the ball game. Dieterich is out-rebounding Beecher City 15-14, but the turnovers, the biggest stat in this ball game. Beecher City with 15 at the half compared to Dietrich's 3. Dieterich is just doing a great job of taking care of the ball and taking away the ball and giving themselves those extra possessions. For the Dieterich Moving Maroons, Devin Aheron is 5 of 7 from the field. He has 10 points and 3 rebounds. He leads the offensive categories tonight. Travis Niemerg, 4 of 6 from the field with 8 points and 3 rebounds as well. Lance Niemerg, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line, 3 points and 3 boards. Alex Bonoff is 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 at the line, 6 points and a rebound. Nick Feldick, 1 for 2 in the game from the field, 0 for 2 at the line, 3 points for Nick. Cody Gephardt is 0 for 1 from the field. Marshall Mellendorf, 2 for 2 with 4 points, and he's grabbed 3 rebounds in his minutes. Noah Harmon's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Clayton Campton's 0 for 1 from the field, but 2 for 2 at the line, 2 points and a rebound. Travis Elmore's 0 for 1 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line. He also has 2 points and a rebound. For Beecher City, Austin Rexroad is 1 of 6 from the field. He has 3 points and 4 rebounds. Jackson Bales is 0 for 4. Daniel Harder, 1 for 4 from the field, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Austin Stefanski, he's 2 for 3 from the field. He has 6 points and 4 rebounds, again, putting up some solid numbers in the first half for Stefanski. Weston Giles is 1 for 4 with 3 points and 2 boards. And Austin Shelton is 1 for 1 with 2 points and 2 boards. And that rounds out your stats from the first half as Dieterich leads Beecher City 38-16. We'll take a break and come back with some more halftime information from the 80th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Altamont, halftime here at the first of 2 tonight at the NTC tournament. And Jerry Kachuk, who's the principal here at the high school, found a poster, and it was just in your office, Jerry? Just in your office? I'll be darned. It's a poster, and it's framed, and somebody did a wonderful job of framing this. It's from the National Trail Conference Tournament in 1951, which would have still been at Beecher City High School. And, man, that is so cool. And it's got the pairings: St. Anthony, Cowden, Cathopolis, St. Elmo, Beecher City, Neoga, Brownstown, Altamont, Stewardson-Strasburg, was Stewardson-Strasburg by then, and Windsor. So 1951, and then it's got the newspaper clippings of all the boxes from all the ball games in the tournament. Or, I'm sorry, it's all the rosters. It's all the rosters of all the teams that were in the tournament that year. That's fascinating, Jerry. Thank you for showing that. Go Blackhawks.
And Mr. Kachuk says if anybody wants to see it, he's going to kind of have it around this evening, but he's also said stop by the office, and they'll be more than happy to show it to you.
How cool is that?
Pretty neat.
Man, so thanks to whoever turned that up. Could have been Kurt Becker, could have been other people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I was going to say he'd be number 1 on my suspect list.
You bet. All righty, we're ready to roll. Ready for the second half here now. Again, coming up after this one, St. Elmo Brownstown and Cowden Herrick. Heron gets the ball in the lane for Dieterich, puts it up, no good. Beecher City the rebound. Bales comes down, shoots no good for Beecher City, and that's how the second half starts. Again, Dieterich comfortably in front here, 38-16 as we start the second half. Lance Niemer goes baseline for Dieterich into a Heron. Tough catch as he put it at his feet. Devin went down for it, and he got fouled.
A lot of candidates in the vicinity, and it looks like it's number 5. That would be Mr. Wills. Jake picks up his first foul.
Not that there's a difference in height between Jake and Devin, but Jake was a lot closer to the ground than Devin was, so he could have got in there for that ball. Travis Niemer inside, went around 2 defenders, but the reverse layup's no good. Stefanski the rebound for Beecher City. I'm impressed that he could get there to get that shot off.
Yeah, he had any sort of a chance.
Goodness sakes. Again, 22-point lead for Beecher. They were up, or it's for Dieterich. Dieterich was up 25 at one point here. Wills with the basketball. Side Rexroad for 3, too strong. Rebound grabbed by Bales for Beecher City. Wills has it. He drives down the lane, got through everybody, put it up too strong. This rebound, we got a jump. Lance Niemer for Dieterich. Stefanski for Beecher City. And on the held ball, alternate possession will give it out to Beecher City.
Once again, Stefanski just knowing how to read that ball and where it's going.
Rexroad gets it inbounds, goes to the hole. His shot is blocked by Travis Niemer. He was going to lay it up, and he got it blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rexroad. It'll be Dietrich's basketball. Wow.
He made a good move to shake free from his initial defender, but there was always some help from behind for Dieterich.
Goodness sakes. 38-16, Dieterich gets the ball. Going off cross half line. Bounce pass right side to Lance. And Lance Niemer dribbles through 2. Picks up the dribble. Gets it in the corner. Feldick loads up for 3, and he got it. Nick Feldick has 6. And it's 41-16. Back to a 25-point lead. This match is the biggest Dietrich's had in the game. By the way, a reminder, all the action, live audio and video streamed on 97.9 XFM. Pass inside, knocked away by Alex Feldick. And another Beecher City turnover, their first this quarter, though. Lance Niemer waits on Feldick to get down court. He hands it to a Heron, who shoots no good. Rebound tapped out by Rexroad into the hands of Wills, and here come the Eagles. Wills across the half line, gets the ball to Jackson Bales. Love that name, Jackson Bales. Cool name. Out in the corner, Stefanski back out to Bales. He's on the dribble, little between the legs, comes to the free throw line, off to Rexroad, back to Bales. Bales looking underneath, now puts it on the floor, stops and pops for a long 2, back of the rim, no good. Lance Niemer the rebound for Dieterich, off to Feldick, and here come the Maroons. They get it inside. Great move to the hole. Bonoff lays it up and in. Alex Bonoff has 8. 43-16 Dieterich.
That's the thing about Dieterich. They have such balance amongst their top 5, top 6 players. You just never know who's going to damage you at any point in time.
We mentioned they had 10 kids play in the first half. 8 of those kids scored. That's scary. 43-16 Maroons. Rexroad drives through 2, and it's knocked away and stolen. Lance Niemer and Bonoff teamed up on the steal. Now Lance Niemer gets it knocked away by Rexroad, who saves it to Wills, but Wills missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Feldick for Dieterich into a Heron. Shot off no good, but a collision and a foul. Bales got a Heron, and Devin's going to go to line to shoot a couple here.
That's
they called it on Harder.
Harder picks up his second. It'll be the team's second. But I want to go back to Rexroad's steal. He knocked the ball loose and then knew he had to dive on the floor to save it. And as he was diving on the floor, instead of just grabbing it, he reached up and knocked it back to Wills, a teammate who he knew was there, and gave Wills an opportunity to score, even though it didn't work out for Beecher City. It was just a great play and great thinking for Rexroad.
Bales and Rexroad sit down now for Beecher City. Austin Shelton's back, and so is Weston Giles. Now, Heron missed the first foul shot, but he makes the second one. Devin's first point of the quarter, and it's 44-16. And the Maroons continue to expand the lead. Again, SEB and CH coming up next. All kinds of initials. Well, these teams getting together now. Weston Giles, head of the key, 2, swiped out of the air by Feldick, and he lays it up and in on the other end.
Wow.
That's taking care of business, gang.
I'd say so.
Blocked the top of the key shot, got the rebound, takes it down, laid it up and in. 8 for Feldick, and it's 46-16. Harder going strong to the basket. Got fouled on his way up. Could have been Feldick. Let's see what Kevin Griggs says.
That was a nice pick and roll, and he was determined once he got that ball that he was going to the hoop, and Lance Niemerg picks up the foul. It is his first and the team's first.
So 3-2 instead of 2-3 on the foul. Harder misses the first foul shot. Clayton Campton's back in for Dieterich, and Lance Niemerg gets a breather here for Dieterich.
By the way, that was Beecher City's first free throw attempt of the game.
Here's the second one, and it's no good. Missed them both. Rebound Bonoff for Dieterich. Down court to Feldick. Stops and pops from the baseline. Rims off, no good, but it came right to Travis Niemerg. He steps. His left-hand layup's no good, but he got fouled. And he'll head to the line to shoot two here.
Niemerg was kind of in the right place at the right time on that rebound. It looked like Beecher City had a couple of kids that hustled for the ball and wound up knocking it away from each other, and it went right to Niemerg.
Travis Niemerg makes the first foul shot. He has 9. 47-16. Ballance scoring thy name is Dieterich. My gosh, they've got 4 kids with 8 or more. Second one's good as well. Travis Niemerg has 10. 2 kids in double figures now, and it's 48-16. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Weston Giles goes baseline, tried to get it to a teammate, throws it right into the lap of Devin Aharon, who goes coast to coast, got his shot blocked. It came down. Ooh, and he got called for the walk. When did he walk?
I have no idea, but Aharon, how that? I mean, you've got a kid 6'6" that gets a steal on the baseline, is able to at least drive it up the court, and then a questionable call gives it back to Beecher City on Dietrich's second turnover.
I'll let you folks watching that on TV explain that one to me. Aharon sits down now for Dieterich. Harder sits down for Beecher City. And Dieterich brought back into the fray Harmon. And now, ball's thrown down court by Beecher City and out of bounds.
Little miscommunication. A player zigged and the other thought he was going to zag and threw the pass, and it just sailed right into the seat.
Dieterich has Noah Harmon, Bonoff, Campton, and now the ball's knocked loose. Campton goes into backcourt to retrieve it. Feldick and Travis Niemerg out there right now. And as they get the ball baseline to Harmon, Beecher City got a little too close on defense, gets called for the foul.
Beecher City will play their 2-3 zone, and they'll kind of lay back in it, kind of a traditional 2-3 zone. And then other times they just start flying all over the place out of it, and that's what they were doing that trip, trying to create some havoc, and they got called for the foul in the end.
Force it inside. Travis Niemerg goes to the left side and left-handed that one up and in. He says, you can come with me if you want, but I'm taking it to the hole.
I think he learned that one from his sister, Candace.
Wow. 12 for Travis Niemerg. The lead is 34, and another steal by Travis Niemerg, and he goes to the hole and jams it and got fouled. He got fouled and still jammed that basketball, and he's down, and I hope he's going to be back up here in a second.
Well, I do too. Rexroad went for the block. It was a clean play in that sense, and when they came down, Niemerg kind of came down on Rexroad, and a lot of concern here from the folks from Dieterich, and rightfully so. They're going to take the kids and kind of send them to their respective benches.
And Jeff Stacer,
he's calling for some ice. They keep looking at it would be his left leg down towards the ankle.
Goodness sakes. You sure hope nothing bad has happened here. Travis Niemerg's laying out of bounds. Now he's sitting up. That makes you feel better. Maybe he'll be up here in a minute, but it is his left lower leg that Jeff Stacer's attending to. So, halt in the action here. He got the steal. He went up and still got the jam, got fouled on it, and still had the strength to go up and jam it. And then the aftermath carried him out of bounds. And he's sitting out of bounds on the stage end of the gym here, talking with his coach and talking with assistant coach Obie Farmer. Jeff Fricknick, superintendent here at Alamont's out there, trying to help, see if there's anything he can do. as they talk it over with Travis Niemerg. All the other kids are off on the sidelines. And, boy, you hope against hope this is nothing serious.
Well, you got to be extra precautious, especially in this situation. This is a player that, you know, they would love to have as quickly as they can get him back. But you're not going to take any unnecessary risk right now with Niemerg.
He's going to try and stand up. That's encouraging, but he's putting absolutely no weight on that left leg. He has the shoe off, and they are trying to get a couple of teammates to come help Travis to the locker room with Coach Farmer. That way Coach Stacer can come back and coach the team.
And he's got the good help with Coach Farmer there. That's a steady shoulder to lean on, to say the least.
He's a big lad. So we'll hope we'll see Travis Niemerg back here shortly. Anyway, they put Marshall Mellendorf into the game. He'll shoot the foul shot. Again, Niemerg made the dunk. He has 14. Marshall Mellendorf comes in to shoot the foul shot after the made basket, and it's good. So they get the three-point play, and absolutely the hard way.
Oh, yeah.
Losing Niemerg, so hopefully he'll be back. 53-16, Dieterich with the big lead here. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and here's another cross-court pass stolen by the Maroons. Mellendorf comes up with a steal. Over on the side, three-pointer good by Cody Gephardt. He's the ninth kid to score for Dieterich tonight. It's 56-16. Lead is 40 for the Maroons.
Beecher City hasn't scored this quarter.
Corner three put up short by Kemi for Beecher City. Nice rebound by Shelton. Now he lost it. Grabbed away by Gephardt for Dieterich. We've got a collision. Kemi goes to the floor to get it back. It ends up being thrown off Nick Feldick out of bounds. And Beecher City does get the basketball. They sit Kemi down now, and Lance Arnold's back in. 56-16 Dieterich. Again, everybody's wondering about how's Travis Niemerg. Baseline shot for two. Arnold good. So Lance Arnold gets his first basket of the night for Beecher City, makes it 56-18. On the side, Gephardt almost got it knocked away out of bounds. Gets it back into Harmon, and he got fouled trying to get to the basket.
Well, Arnold was down there, Stefanski as well, and it is going to be on Arnold. Lance has already picked up 3 fouls in this ball game. That's the team's 6th this half as well.
So out of bounds to Dieterich here. Gephardt will inbound and does deep to Wills.
Yeah.
And the hands of Jake Wills for Beecher City. So a steal underneath Bales. He got fouled trying to go up for a shot. Jake Wills will go to the line here and shoot a couple for Beecher City.
Well, he kind of faked the shot, and everybody bid on it. And when they did, they came down on top of him. And now Bales, I think, has a little bit of an issue with a contact or something.
He's telling the official, I need to do something here. Kevin Griggs says he'd get his eye back in here.
So Mellendorf on that foul has his first personal, and Dietrich's second foul of the ball game.
He says, I can't see it, or I need some water, or it's torn, or I'm giving you multiple choice here.
They're going to dip into the equipment bag there for Beecher City. See if they've got the stuff to fix it.
It's been a rugged third quarter. Well, Bale says I'm good.
I guess
he's going to go ahead and shoot.
We'll see how he can do.
I remember an NTC tournament game years ago. Altamont was playing, and an Altamont player who shall remain nameless, but I might tell you if you ask me off air, had a terrible first half. Realized his contacts were in the wrong eyes. Came back in second half with his right eyes and tore it up.
I thought you were talking about me for a second until you realized I didn't wear contacts. And then I never had a good second half.
Bale misses both foul shots and the rebound to Dieterich, and we're heading into the black chair seats, and it's kind of like scrum here. And Mellendorf and Stefanski were going at it, and it's finally out of bounds off Stefanski. It's going to go to Dieterich. I'm not sure how they decided that.
Well, we had a foul on the play whistle.
Well, I'm not sure how they decided that.
And so we'll walk to Dietrich's end for a 1-and-1, as that's the 7th team foul.
Had one official taking him out of bounds, and one says we ought to be shooting.
So it's Stefanski's second foul. Now Bales is coming over and said, hey, you got that contact fixed yet?
Jeff Ricknick, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's trying to help with the contact lens now. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the foul line, Marshall Mellendorf makes the first foul shot. He has 6. Giles comes back in for Beecher City. And he'll come in for Bales, who's trying to get that contact fixed. Mellendorf misses the second foul shot. Wills the rebound for Beecher City. He gets it down across the half line, lost the dribble, picks it back up. Gets it safely to Shelton. Well, kind of safely.
Wow.
Inside Arnold, lost it, picks it back up. He's double-teamed, needing help. Finally finds it over to Shelton, who goes up strong. Shots blocked. Rebound Mellendorf for Dieterich. Well, wrestling at the chase here all of a sudden. Clayton Campton gets it down court for the Maroons to side. And finally, Cody Gephardt puts it up and in. They got it to Travis Elmore. He got it to Gephardt, who hits the deuce. Gephardt with 5 now. It's 59-18, and Mellendorf steals another one. Gephardt going to the hole this time, lays it up and rolled off, no good. Rebound saved in by Gephardt, but he saved it into Wills for Beecher City, and he got fouled, probably by Noah Harmon, but it could have been Marshall Mellendorf. Let's see what Kevin Grigg thinks.
Again, there's multiple candidates.
He thinks it's Mellendorf.
So it's the second foul on Mellendorf and the third on Dietrich, and here comes another Beecher City sub.
Well, it's been like a mash unit this third quarter. They bring back into the fray Kemi. They sit down Wills. Beecher City trailing 59-18 with a minute to go in the third quarter. Weston Giles runs a point this trip for Beecher City. Across the half line, gets it to Shelton. And Mellendorf was just kind of there, and Shelton fell over his leg, and that's a foul on Mellendorf.
Yeah, they call Mellendorf kicking that leg out, giving him a block foul. It's his third, team's fourth.
He wouldn't do that way.
Well, not intentionally.
Arnold gets it inbounds to Giles. He tried to save it to a teammate, and Shelton goes to the floor to keep it. Nice work. Over on the side, they give it to Giles for 3, no good. Arnold's putback, no good. Arnold gets another rebound for Beecher City. Weston Giles out top to Kemi, now to Giles. To Arnold, who goes to the hole, puts it up and got it. Lance Arnold has 4, and it makes it 59-20. Half a minute to go in this long and strange third quarter. Long 3, Cody Gephardt, no good for Dietrich. Kemi the rebound for Beecher City. Gets it down court to Giles. He drives into the lane, off balance. Shot won't go. Rebound Mellendorf for Dietrich, and we're going to run the other way. And a foul. Everybody was going too fast, so Shelton fouls. Slow things down. He got a little bit of Clayton Campton, who will be going to the line here for 1 and bonus.
And fouls on number 44, Austin Shelton. They have 3 for him up on the board. I must have been behind the times on his personals.
Foul shot good. Clayton Campton has 3, makes it 60-20. Back to that 40-point lead Dietrich had once upon a time. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Campton's second foul shot, good. Clayton with 4, and it's 61-20. So there's a new biggest lead of the night for Dietrich. And we're still in the third quarter. Arnold going to the hole, puts it up for 2, got it. Lance Arnold says, give me the rock. He has 6 all of a sudden, makes it 61-22.
He has all of their points this quarter.
Campton, long 3 at the buzzer, off the mark. He hits the deck. No blood, no foul. Nope, he is going to get fouled. They did call a foul right before the buzzer, so Campton's going to get 3 at the line here before the teams head to the sideline. Well, everybody but him's already headed to the sideline. Clayton Campton gets 3 here. So the senior takes his time, puts the first one in. So he has 5. He's money at the line. 62-22. Second one up and good. 6 for Clayton Campton. 63-22. Takes his time, third one up, and he buried them all. 7 for Clayton Campton, and the lead's 42 for Dietrich after 3 at the NTC. Dietrich 64, Beecher City 22 here on 97.9 XFM.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Back from the locker room for Dieterich. We'll let you know when we find something out about how he is. Took a real tumble going up for a jam in that third quarter. Dieterich outscored Beecher City 26-6 in the third quarter. They lead at 64-22 as we start this fourth quarter. And Dieterich got the ball on the side. Beecher City got in there and got a hand on it, forces the held ball, and out of bounds to Beecher City. So that's how this fourth quarter begins. Again, all the action this week, not only here on the radio, but live audio and streaming on 979xfm.com. Courtesy of the House of Wayne. Rexroad, nice move inside. Two defenders, lays it up and in for Beecher City. He's had a tough night. He has 5 points now. He had 20 last night. Gephardt with the ball for Dieterich. Out top, long try for three, no good by Elmore. And the rebound Wills for Beecher City. He gets it across the half line, drives on two, got around both defenders, lays it up, no good though. Campton the rebound for Dieterich. He gets it down court, and Mellendorf puts it up off balance, no good. Rexroad the rebound for Beecher City. We're a minute into the fourth quarter. Dieterich's going to go into the winner's bracket game Thursday. Beecher City into the consolation bracket Thursday. Remember, the Tuesday winners play Thursday and the Tuesday losers play Thursday. Same deal with Wednesday and Friday. Then we get to Saturday. Wills gets it. Arnold, Rexroad, corner three, got it. Austin Rexroad finally seeing a little daylight out there. Has 8, and it's 64-27. Gephardt for Dieterich. Fell down in a double team. Wills the steal for Beecher City down to Rexroad, and he lays it up and in. So Austin Rexroad has 10 now, and that makes it 64-29. I feel better. The chief of police is here now. I feel more secure. I feel more secure now. The chief of police is here. Thanks, Alan. Alan Hines, making sure things are just so here at the high school. Two put up no good here for Elmore for Dieterich off the mark. Rebound Noah Harmon. He gets tied up in a jump. You got Harmon at 6'7", and you got Wills at about 5'7", and they got a jump. But they don't.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Held ball, alternate possession, gives it out of bounds to Dieterich. Hey, don't forget, we've got another one coming. SED and Cowden Herrick. RC Cowden Herrick, they're all ready to play. They already got that, their warm-ups going out here. They're down inside the door, ready to go. Dieterich gets it inbounded to Harmon. He's pretty good target. Puts it up, no good. Rebound Rexroad for Beecher City. He gets it across the half line. Austin has 10 now. He had 3 at halftime. Here's a steal by Dieterich. They say Mellendorf double dribbled. So back to Beecher City.
And Mellendorf is a defensive demon. He comes in off the bench and really uses his quickness and speed to create some havoc. And that's shown up once again here tonight.
Arnold sits down, and Andrew Moeller checks back in here for Beecher City. 64-29. Dieterich by a whole lot. Moeller with the left side, out top, Harder. Now to Rexroad. Drives, stops, pops for two, no good. Moeller, the putback, it's good. Andrew Moeller gets his first point. And it's 64-31. Had a chance to see Andrew sing at church a few weeks ago around Christmas time. A good singer, too. Foul. There's a shot out top by Elmore, no good. There's Gephardt, though. They get him the ball, and Cody hits a three. Cody Gephardt has 8 now, and it's 67-31.
Mellendorf got the rebound and an assist on that play.
Cammie in for Beecher City, loads it up for 3. It came up way short. Moeller saves it in, but the Mellendorf for Dieterich. Now here comes Gephardt with the ball on the side to Campton. Baseline Mellendorf. Back out to Campton. He threw it into backcourt. Cammie picks it up, and his shot's blocked. But you got to give Campton credit. He got back and made sure that there was no layup certainty there. It's going to have to be 2 at the line here instead for Brendan Cammie.
So number 14, Mr. Clayton Campton, picks up his first.
We're down to 4:53 left in this one. Cammie is yet to score tonight. First foul shot, no good. Shelton comes back in for Beecher City, and Harder sits down. Harder's been limping a little all night. I don't know whether he twisted something or not.
I don't know.
He's a talented kid. He's back next year. Cammie's second foul shot, no good. Missed them both, but there's Moeller for the rebound for Beecher City. Gets the pass knocked loose, but Shelton gets it back out to Rexroad for 3. It's short, and Mellendorf's got the rebound. He's off to the races, and he sticks it up and in.
Boy, he can do that.
He can flat run.
That's already his 8th rebound of the ball game.
And he's got 8 points. And now a call of palm on the ball here on Bales. Beecher City gives it back. That's their second turnover in the quarter. 69-31 Dieterich. They lead it by 38. They've led by 41. And they have the ball back. Elmore. On the side to Campton. Head of the key, Elmore. Left side to Gephardt. Now to Campton. This is like the second 5 for Dieterich, but I tell you what,
they're pretty good.
They're a pretty good ball club, too.
Yes, they are.
Harmon with the basketball, has it out top to Mellendorf. On the side to Gephardt. Out top, they get it on the wing now to Harmon. Out top, Elmore. Gephardt loads it up for 3 more, and he hits again. Cody Gephardt has 11, and we've got a whistle because everybody's coming in. Everybody in the black chair seats is coming in. Howard Winter's going to check in.
If you're close to the bench, you might find yourself in action tonight.
Holy cow. Charlie Niehaus is not coming in, though. I'm telling you that. I'll pick him up as we go along here. Moeller has it for Beecher City. He gets it over to Shelton.
Those are the only 2 familiar faces maybe left.
Bales is still, Lance Arnold's still out there.
He's back.
And then they've got Connor Wachtels in, who's a 6'2 junior. And one other friend has joined us, Zane Brandt, a 5'6 senior. And they go inside. Nice move to the hole there by Shelton. Austin Shelton sticks it up and in. He has 4, and it's 72-33.
Now meet the Maroons.
Yeah, it's a whole new crowd. Thad Howell's in there now. He's a 6'1 junior. And it's kicked out of bounds by Zane Brandt. Now let me introduce more Maroons to you. Inbounding the ball here is Charlie Taylor. He's a 5'10 sophomore. And he inbounds it to Ryan Radloff, who's a 5'10 freshman, and decides why not shoot it for 3. It's no good, but the putback's good. And look at old Callaway Campton, the big freshman, put it up there. I had Callaway Campton as 52. Shot put up no good by Moeller for Beecher City. Rebound goes to Shelton, though, for Beecher City. They get it to Lance Arnold. Out top to Brandt. Yeah, I checked the program and everything. Callaway Campton was supposed to be 52, but I don't think that's what Charlie just said. Here's a long 3 try for Beecher City. No good by Zane Brandt. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Dieterich.
Well, whoever put the numbers up on the board agrees with your assessment as well, but that doesn't always work out that way.
No, Charlie's right there by the book, so he does know what he's doing. Evan Cool's in the game for Dieterich, a 5'9 sophomore. Who else haven't I mentioned? That's Callaway. I think this kid's a little taller than Callaway. Callaway's listed at 6 feet. This guy looks a little bit bigger than that. So people are just falling down and getting up, falling down, and now we got a delay here. I'm looking for one more kid. Thad Howell. Have I mentioned Thad? He's a 6'1 junior. He's out there for Dieterich.
Did you get Ryan Radloff, number 13?
Yeah, I mentioned Ryan a bit ago, so I think we're good.
All right.
And if I'm wrong about 52, somebody can feel free to come tell me. Beecher City gets it inside, and it's off the hands of Shelton. Grabbed away by Dieterich.
Oh.
And now Howell hits the deck. And it's loose, and the rebound, or the ball's grabbed by Brandt for Beecher City, and now it's out of bounds. And finally, it ends up in the hands of Dieterich, but it ended off that lad out of bounds, and it'll be Beecher City's ball inbound on the baseline. So Lance Arnold looks to get it in here, and he goes deep with it, and it's grabbed out there by Brandt. 2-minute warning just came and went. Dieterich by 41. Again, this match is the biggest lead they've had tonight. It's 74-33. Lance Arnold shot inside his block. The ball goes out of bounds, and they say last touch by Dieterich.
Yeah, but that was a heck of a block, and we're going to call him Campton until we know difference. He's the one who made that play.
And, you know, I maybe it is Callaway Campton. Anyway, Arnold with the ball, and he tried to get it to a teammate, and Brandt couldn't get there in time, and the Eagles turn it over. Just their 5th in the quarter. With 1:37 to go. Dieterich comfortably in front. They're just trying to watch the clock run. They get the ball out top in the person of Charlie Taylor. Ball's knocked away now by Beecher City. It goes out of bounds. Last touched, I think, by Connor Wachtel. Yeah, it's going to stay with Dieterich.
And Connor showing a lot of hustle on that play.
So the Maroons get it inbounded on the side. Out top with the ball, Thad Howell, the junior. Now to Ryan Radloff. Left side, Thad Howell. Out top to Radloff. And that is Callaway Campton. I'm sticking with Callaway Campton. They get it now to Thad Howell. Here's a three-try put up no good by Ryan Radloff for Dieterich, and the rebound comes out to Charlie Taylor. He tries a three, and he got it. Charlie Taylor, the sophomore, hits, and it's 77-33. We don't see 70s and 80s on the scoreboard very often anymore.
Not anymore.
Getting down court, Brandt has it. Hooks it to Moeller. Beecher City works it out top with 45 seconds left. There's a cut to the basket and a high pass stolen by Evan Kuhl. Nice defense by the sophomore for Dieterich. He gets it out top. They throw up a three. Why not? And Ryan Radloff hits the three, and that makes it 80-33. Well, I don't see 80 on the scoreboard very often anymore. Ball's knocked away.
Dieterich's 4 for 9 from three-point range in this fourth quarter, and much of it has been, all of it has been played with the reserves. This is now the third string, so to speak.
Here's a corner three around and no good by Charlie Daly, and the rebound goes to Connor Wachtel for Beecher City. And we're down to 15 seconds. Lance Arnold goes to baseline. Over to Moeller. Shot for two. Good. Andrew Moeller has 4. And it makes it 80-35, and we're down to 5-4-3, and Dieterich says we've scored plenty. 2-1, here's the buzzer. And that's the game. Dieterich shows why they are the number 1 seed. Final score here at Altamont. Dieterich 80, Beecher City 35. Postgame show on the way, and don't forget, we still have Cowden Herrick and St. Elmo Browns down to come. You're on 97.9 XFM.
It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Illinois, assisting farmers for over 90 years.
Alrighty, we're back at Altamont. Final score in a impressive performance by the number 1 seed. Dieterich 80, Beecher City 35, a 45-point win for the Maroons. They go to 21-0 on the season with that win. And they're in the championship bracket. Second game Thursday night. Beecher City with a loss now 3-14. They'll play in the opener on Thursday night. They'll play at 6:15 on Thursday night. We know who 52 is, don't we?
It is indeed Tyler Higgs. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you, Darren.
Appreciate that.
You would know whether or not it's Captain, wouldn't you? All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So thanks to Darren Campton for getting us straightened out that indeed is Tyler Higgs, number 52. Program said Callaway, but I had a feeling when he went out there, that's kind of tall for Callaway. So, now with that settled, let me give you the point totals here. It was 19-6 Dieterich after the first quarter. They led it 38-16 at halftime, and outscored Beecher City 26-6 in the third quarter. Had it up 64-22, and then outscored them 16-13 in the fourth quarter, and win it 80-35, a 45-point win. Here are the scores. For Beecher City, Austin Rexroad had 10. Jackson Bales didn't score. Daniel Harder had 2. Austin Stefanski had 6. Jake Wills didn't score. Weston Giles hit a three-pointer. Brendan Kemmy didn't score. Austin Shelton had 4. Lance Arnold had 6. Andrew Moeller 4. And Zane Brandt played and Connor Wachtel played. Quarters for Beecher City, 6, 10, 6, and 13 for their 35 points. They're now 3-14 on the season, and they'll be playing in the 6:15 game on Thursday night against the loser of the upcoming contest between SED and Cowden-Herrick. For Dieterich tonight, Alex Bonoff had 8, Lance Niemerg 3, Travis Niemerg 14, Devin Heron had 11. Again, Travis Niemerg was injured when he went up for a dunk and hit the floor hard and appeared to be his left lower leg that they were keeping an eye on as they took him off the floor. Devin Heron had 11. Nick Feldick had 8. Cody Gephardt 11. Marshall Millendorf had 8. Noah Harmon played but didn't score. Clayton Hampton had 7. Travis Elmore had 2. Thad Howell played but didn't score. Ryan Radloff had 3. Charlie Paley had 3. Evan Kuhl played but didn't score. And Tyler Higgs had 2. 19-19, 26 and 16 for Dieterich's 80 points. Final score, Dieterich 80, Beecher City 35. Matt's here with the stats in 2 minutes on 97.9 XFM.
Culver's of Effingham supports all local athletes. Stop in uniform after the games at the NTC tournament for a free One Scoop Sundae.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 36 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of the local and area high school sports. Russ Broniker Cadillac, Buick, and GMC, located on South Route 45 in Effingham, proud supporters of our local and area high school sports teams.